Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new vlog. Last week was so much fun. We went to locals with the intent to beat Ryzeal, get some testing in for regionals, and we did exactly that. We were actually able to take the win. But at this point, I am feeling really good about the Blue Eyes list. We are now playing the Ultimate Sage that Athena pulled us. That looks gorgeous. And this week, we are going to make some changes. We're going to have a testing night, which I think will be a lot of fun. Gabe lent me some cards that he thinks I should use in the deck, especially testing pre-regionals. So we are going to go grab those and we'll talk about it. Now, Gabe gave us 3 cards to test with, one of which is the Zeus. Can you guess the other 2? Now, if you guessed triple tactics talents, you would be correct. We are going to try a playset. That's also what the Zeus is for. Now, I've actually wanted to try the talents for a couple of weeks now. I just didn't own them, and I feel like the Ultras and the Supers are both kind of expensive for what they are. I also feel like it's a card that might get hit on the ban list. At this point, we'll kind of wait for that. Yet again, for the 3rd week in a row, I think we just take out the Ogres. They're cards that I believe in. I think they are really good. They are also just the most cuttable card in the deck. Tonight is going to be interesting. Mario is coming over. We're doing a big regional testing night because Mario is also coming to regionals. And we're going to put the new changes to the test. So let's get ready. Let's play some cards. Here. Come on in. Get in here. Baby, are you filming Mario taking B-roll of me taking B-roll?
No, I'm taking a video, a picture, a photo of 2 bros taking B-roll together.
Yeah, we are doing that, aren't we? Mario, now before things get crazy, everybody gets here. You're playing in the regionals coming up?
Yeah, some would say I'm returning to Yugioh.
Oh, what a boss! And what are you playing?
I had 3 Blue Eye structure decks.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Yeah. So I cut this one. Right.
Gabe.
Are you ready to catch the snow?
The guy?
Yeah.
So, we had a wide variety of decks to test with, like Ryzeal, Melodious, Exodia, and such. Simultaneously, Athena made us this amazing pasta to celebrate Mario, our favorite Italian, driving 2 hours to play cards with us. Gabe also spent a lot of the night really just helping me sort out the side deck. Something we are trying is dropping 2 of the D barriers, adding in some thrusts, as well as Sanctum and a different dimension ground. That said, there were other updates. So Mario, what are we playing at regionals?
Well, the plan was Blue Eyes, but then someone showed up with some Exodia cards.
Oh, hello.
Kind of tossed. And the best part about the Exodia deck is it plays Blue Eyes cards.
Yeah, it does.
I need to love his life I was gonna say, you can also take this out going second.
Okay, because...
See you Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Good morning. We are here with the one and only Mario from Mario's Gaming World. But that was a really good night.
It was really good pasta.
It was really good pasta. You made the Italian happy. You passed the test. Well done.
Thank you. I passed the test. I passed the test.
You gotta
Passed
Oh.
Gotta use your noodle.
Oh my god.
You should not upload that to you.
Yeah.
So we learned a lot last night, actually. I played a lot of Blue Eyes Mirrors. We learned we make sure the field spell just never happens. The spirit, the Link Spirit, that card just didn't resolve. We played like 10 games. That card did not resolve once. And it hurt every time. Yeah, Drill Beam in the Mirror is like the best card. It's actually just the best card. Do you want breakfast?
Yep.
All right. We all woke up a little tired, opted for the easy breakfast, but 4 eggs, 28 grams of protein. These sweet potatoes are great, healthy, complex carbs, and those are really good. Alright, so we are showered, we are changed, we had a great time with Mario, and we are going to continue to attempt to peer pressure him to move to Toronto, so wish me luck there. But as far as the actual deck and last night, I did feel like the talents were a great addition. Gabe was 100% correct about these, and I do want to keep them in the list, though something else we are going to add, something that was just delivered, we have a Typhon. So this will be great. When we use the talents, we take Exceeds, but they don't have mats for Zeus. So now we have some bonus option, and the takeout is easy because I'm still playing 3 spirits. Admittedly, I'm doing this because I bought 3 QCRs. They are very pretty, but realistically, I'm just never making the 3rd one in the tournaments. So the Typhon is going in. It's also worth noting that we are still on the journey of attempting to pull our 3rd and final QCR Stratos. However, these have nothing in them, nothing at all. So we need to buy more. And until then, I realized that I actually just had this Rarity Collection 1-pack sitting around. Figured we'd open that for fun. Maybe we pull a QCR Ash. That's kind of the dream. And we have a Baron. I remember when that was an $120 card. That's why I love sets like this. Just makes cards accessible. And Proto Plant, I don't think I have this actually. So happy to pull it. And Punishment. So no QCRs, though admittedly I do love opening these sets. I feel like they are great for returning players. You have so many generic staples. It's also just nice to open all foil sets. That said, we are going to get packed up. We're going to head out. You are going to meet some people who are very important to me. Yeah, let's have some fun. We're going to show you the cutest puppy in the world. Alright, so yet again, I am Passenger Princess. That said, this channel is about to hit 50,000 subscribers. Really big milestone, I feel like, especially for Yugioh YouTube channel. Also, if you have a friend who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, doesn't anymore, but you feel like maybe you can get them back in, consider sharing the channel with them. Maybe we can convert some more players into the game and just continue building this lovely community. Fun fact, that is the road Drake always raps about. One more privilege. Oh, so demure, so much until. Okay, who's your money on? You have 2 daughters. You have to pick one.
Oh, well, I know Athena's been going to the gym, so I'm gonna go with Athena.
Okay.
I'll remember that moment.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my gosh, so No, don't do that.
Good girl.
You're making mozzarella from scratch. Wish us luck.
Stop it! The cheese! Thank you. Bye.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a rather interesting morning. We had YCS Vegas last weekend, which means we do have deck lists, and Blue Eyes deck lists at that. Now, the big takeaway is that there isn't a Magnamut in here, so I do think we will drop that. I've been thinking about it for a while as it does conflict with Purge, and I just think Purge is such a good card. That said, we do have a space to fill, and something I saw I really liked about the Ryzeal lists is that they are now maining Crossout Designator. Now, I feel like this could also work for us because we do play, I think, 17-ish hand traps on average. Also, while the Spirit Link is an incredibly good card, it just doesn't resolve. Like, nobody lets this card resolve. We do have a blank space for the Magnamut. I think we'll just throw the others in. We'll go to 42, and I'll accept that we won't see Lancia as much. We'll see it close to as much, but not quite as much. If YCS Vegas's results were any indicator of what the current landscape of Yu-Gi-Oh looks like, there is a lot of Ryzeal, there's not a lot of Malice. So maybe that's all right. I feel like our list is looking pretty different. We're going a little bigger. With that, I think we get packed up. I think we have some fun. Alright, so slight update. I decided to drop last minute 1 Imperm because we can reset them with Tyrant, and I put it in Ogre because that's also a crossout target. So a little bit of diversification. It might make a difference, it might not. We're trying things. Now, this week is actually a special week. Regionals is coming up, so I'm trying to play more, and I have 2 locals to show you. That's more gameplay, it's a longer video, and it's more just good times with good people. Okay. Hey.
I like your videos.
Oh, thank you. Whoa. What are you having fun with?
White Forest, are you running Blue Eyes or Heroes?
Blue Eyes. Yeah, I'm committed. I think it's also just like, it's fun. Every game is a grind game. Did you two know each other before this?
No, we're just gem friendlies.
This guy? Sick. This guy? Sick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm John. All right, John. I appreciate the community you guys have.
Oh, heck yeah, heck yeah.
And hello.
Yes, sir. Alright, so jump into the first match. I do win the dice roll and have a pretty hand, but my only engine is Valor. So we normal summon that, then we link into the Spirit, grab the field spell from deck, and we target the Spirit with the field to send a Blue Eyes to grave. Next, we tribute the Spirit to special back a Blue Eyes, making our Drill Beam live, and we set the Imberm as well as the Drill Beam, so we are passing on 3 disruptions and the big vanilla. Now, he draws and summons the best normal in the game, that being Neptune. However, it is an ignition effect and it can't activate in the summon response window, so we do hit it with the Drill Beam.
That is pretty good, actually. Pass it.
Oh. So, Drill Beam does continue to be the best card in our deck. I draw a Lordly Load for turn and activate it to search an Ether Barrel, which we do a normal summon and use its effect to set a second load. Which deck thins, but also more importantly, allows us to reset the Drill Beam. From there, we switch Blue Eyes to attack mode and use the field spell to target Blue Eyes, send another from deck to grave. Now we link into Spirit, tribute it to summon the second Blue Eyes, and swing for 6,800. I could make the 2 into spheres and then bring back a Blue Eyes with load to make the Drill Beam live. However, that does play in a nib, and I opt not to. So he draws, summons yet another Neptibus, I activate yet another Drill Beam, and just like that, we win. We're moving into game 2. Now, going second in a Mermail is a bit scary, but instead of drawing engine, we do have 3 hand traps and a chance. So he starts with the Sidra, pitching a Shadow Squad for cost, and I ash it to stop the special. Next, another Neptibus does come down. I impermit to stop part of the effect, but he does still get to send Dragoons for cost. On resolution, we both acknowledge the fact that that is an ultimate rare, so that is just
Yes.
very nice. He adds yet another Neptibus, I would assume for follow-up, then links the 2 into the Marincess. Marincess targets a water and grave, and I use the Valor to negate, which unfortunately means I am without engine. That said, we did stop the push. It's 3 hand traps.
That is 3 hand traps.
Is it enough?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Okay. He passes, I draw, and it's another vanilla. So I am without plays, I pass it back, and the Neptibus he added on the previous turn, well, that does win the game, so we are headed into the all-important Game 3. Side note, my opponent was actually like the most chill guy on the planet, and at this point I am feeling like I'm making a new friend, so I'm having a really good time. Now, I draw into both engines, so I'm feeling confident leading with the normal of the barrel, its effect resolves, we set the Drill Beam, and we link into Spirit to grab the field spell from deck to hand. Unfortunately, a Droll does come down, so that does change the plan, though we do use the field to target the Spirit, we send a Blue Eyes, and we follow that up by sending the Maiden from hand to activate a True Light from deck. Now, I tribute the Spirit link to special a Blue Eyes White Dragon from grave, along with the Maiden we just sent, and we made the Spirit synchro with the 2. So, from there, we do respect nib, and we just use the True Light to set a Majesty trap from deck, and that gives us the bonus disruption. So he draws, and because we are post side, I do turn the Spirit into the ultimate just in case of a Duster or a Lightning Storm. Now, the normal of a Pike does come down, and on normal it does discard, though we do ash the effect to add from deck. Next, he sends the Shrine to grave to discard a Neptibus. Shrine lets him special a Sidra from deck, and Sidra targets the ultimate to bounce it, so we negate with the ultimate. Then, other Mermail cards do Mermail card things. He lands on a few bodies, like that of yet another Neptibus, which I yet again banish with Drill Beam because I'm just not letting that card fully resolve. From there, I do use the Majesty to pop the Sidra and the Shrine to keep him off bodies. With that, he has exactly 5 Waters in grave, so a Mooling Glacier does come down. It rips the remaining cards from my hand, and at this point, I'm essentially out of resources, but so is he. So he links the two into the Marincess, that specials the dolphin guy back, and then he links the two into the bigger Mermail Neptibus. But that's where it ends. During the end phase, I use True Light to special back Blue Eyes, which also specials the Maiden. Ultimate is destroyed, but it does special back the Spirit Dragon from grave, and renders us a pretty decent board to start with. Now, I draw a Roar for turn, and in standby, return the Primite Barrel to hand. Next, we normal summon it in main phase, Ether sets the load, and we also get to reset the Drill Beam from grave. Then, Maiden and Blue Eyes are synchroed into the second Spirit. We activate the Draw and Roar to special a Blue Eyes, which lets us special back the Maiden, and we make those two into an Azure Eyes. In the battle phase, Azure Eyes does swing into the King. It is destroyed and attempts to use its effect. However, one of our spirits does negate it, so then both spirits swing in, Barrel swings in, and for final damage, we go for style points. We use a True Light to special back the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and we attack for game. So great first match against Mermail, though the big takeaway here was just the fun I had chatting with my opponent. We ended up talking for the next like 20 minutes, and it was one of those conversations that just leaves you feeling like, I made a new friend today, and that's why I come to local. So that was awesome. Okay, so for weeks, Kevin has been trying to pill me on Mermail, and in theory, I love that deck. I love a combo deck. I love a non-linear combo deck. And I also saw a Christian Urena win a YCS with it. I love Gunther. So that was really, really fun. And it's cool to actually see it in action.
That's what I would have said, but he had it, unless you already had it.
Now, the first round of the other locals was actually against a young man, and I think he was around 11 years old. It was his first locals, and you can tell he was just really excited to play the game. He was playing with Exodia and Blue Eyes and the God cards, super wholesome, and I really hope I get to see him again in the future because it seemed like he was having a great time, and it was a warm experience. It's really cool to see newer players entering the game. We'll see who we play next, but yeah, let's get into some more games. And we will bring people in. The next one is a tough one because we're playing against Matthew. As a lot of you know, he's been offering me a lot of great insights going back all the way to like 2022, and I knew I'd learn something here. So I do win the dice roll, open a couple of engines, and start with a Sage, which actually resolves. We had the Veiler from deck to hand, and we link into the Spirit, which Matthew does hit with the unexpected Ghost Mourner. So from there, I send the Maiden from hand to activate True Light from deck, but when I try to use it, Matthew drops an Ogre. So at this point, I'm forced to pass. He's on Ryzeal Fiendsmith, and to be honest, I don't really know where to Veiler here. I don't know if it's better to do it on the sequence or the duo drive, but regardless, I'm not winning this game, so we are headed into game 2. Now, I draw a decent hand, normal the barrel, he imperms, I make a Spirit, which grabs the field spell, and I activate it. Then we target the Spirit, and yet another Ogre comes down, so this leaves me with the activation of a Thrust to grab D-Barrier. However, he drew both engines, and we weren't winning that one. After that game, both Matthew and Alex taught me a different line I could have used that would have allowed me to play through that. I guess the question, I had this, I summoned this.
Or actually, in fact, there's no extra normal summon Veiler. Yeah, so actually, physical, normal Veiler, and then you go the effects on the physical. He goes over to your physical, that's fine. Okay. So you have another link 1 with Veiler, then make seals.
You turn the 2 link ones into seals, so at least you have it into
right.
So now
and he's follow
now your trap is live, and then you have the follow
and you have D-Barrier. His line is really good, yeah.
We're doing regionals at the end of the month. How good is the general regional player base?
Toronto truly has some of the greatest players, probably like in North America or anything. Like I constantly talk about it. It's like the practice you get even playing at locals here. You see like our Gabe Vargas comes, everyone comes. It definitely won't be like a cakewalk. Obviously, going to have fun. I think that's the main thing. I'll definitely give my group a call or anything. We're always willing to spread our information. Like, and I think the overall idea of like passing all these ideas around is better than just having your own.
You're early enough. One of us. It's a really fun deck, right? Now, next round, I win the dice roll and open both engines. However, he opens Fua, so we're playing a much more simple turn. I start by normaling the Primite, I get the load, the Drill Beam, then I use Maiden to activate the True Light from deck. We try to use that, and we get hit with the Ogre, so it goes to grave, Barrel goes to grave, we're setting the Drill Beam, and we're ending on Ash Veiler Beam. Now, he draws and summons the Ice, which I do Drill Beam because we do have Blue Eyes in hand, and he also passes. I draw into a Fua, not useful, and normal summon the Veiler because yet again, it is my only engine. From there, we do make the Spirit, grab the field spell, activate it, and send a Blue Eyes from deck to grave. Now we tribute the Spirit to special Blue Eyes, along with that the Maiden comes back, and we swing in for 3k. Then in main phase 2, we send the Maiden to activate the True Light from grave. True Light sets wishes, which we activate, discard the Fua, and grab both the Sage and the Majesty. From there, we summon the Sage, add a Veiler from deck to hand, and make the 2 into a Spirit. We could have played this quite differently, but he had quite a big hand, and I wanted to respect Nib, so we're not building a huge board. That said, he draws into Ash, shows me his hand, and scoops it up because we're moving to game 2. Now, game 2 is crazy. I open Veiler and Breakers. I intend to save the Veiler for duo, but he does Prosperity into Called By. So the Veiler was dead. I still have the Breakers, but he did land on the insane board of Cross, Duo Drive, Detonator, and the Exceed that grants targeting protection, as well as 2 set back rows. So I tried to play through it, I kind of got there, but not enough. He did win that game. Game 3, however, we were going first. We opened the Primite Engine and D-Barrier, which was enough to ensure the victory. So we took that match, though it is also worth noting, he did open 3 Drolls in the final game, so we got a little lucky with that one. Today's been really cool. I feel like we've met 4 different people who came because of the channel, and I just want to say a big thank you to all of you. I think it just really elevates the day, and I appreciate it. Also saw a couple of you on Blue Eyes. Very cool. Now we played quite a few additional matches because this was 2 locals, and we actually did really well. We won prizing at both. My buddy Justin here also won prizing, so really fun, wholesome way to conclude, and it's time to rip into some packs. Thank you.
Oh, what's in this?
What's in the new searcher for Ryzeal? Oh. Yeah, the Odeon archetype. I don't know anything about that. Gladiator Beast. Okay. Edison Players Rejoice. That deck is crazy. It's crazy. Okay, we both got a super. Supers. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we got an Ultra. I think Ready Ari also comes in this pack. If anybody in the comments knows that this deck is good, I would love to know. Because it looks fun and I love the art. Oh, you pulled in a bow. So you went X1.
Yeah.
With Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes best deck.
Blue Eyes best deck. X1 with Blue Eyes. We have, okay, an Ultra. We're still looking for a Mulch Army for a crossout target when we play Malice. We've had a lot of good packs lately, so if today is pulled a hero, look at that.
Hope you had a good time.
Always. I like the mustache, by the way. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no.
I'm out. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Hope we get to catch up for real next week. You also played Blue Eyes. How did we do?
Yes. I went X1.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Drew and I both played Heroes for years, and then we switched to Malice for like a week and a half. And now we're on Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
I played only Blue Eyes players today. I played literally 3 matches of Blue Eyes.
And did you have fun?
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, all right. There we go. There we go.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna make a Sky Striker vanilla, then Prime.
I love beaming. I love beaming.
I see the gears turning. You like this Sky Striker vanilla.
Big sister, level 5 vanilla.
Bro, read the cards.
You don't need to win to have a good time. Like the kids.
Tell me about your deck. Bro,
So, that's another locals in the books. I feel like we learned a lot with Matthew. I feel like the fact that this is now the 3rd or 4th locals in a row where we went X1 is a really good sign. It was also really fun locals because Athena made cookies.
I did.
Thank you.
Of course.
Those were wonderful. At this point, I think we're 2 weeks away from the regionals. At this point, I'm definitely committing to playing Blue Eyes for that event. I really like the idea of playing heroes at regionals, but I'll be honest, I feel like at this point, I am feeling comfy with the Blue Eyes deck. I do feel like it's the way forward. It's really good. And I am definitely still misplaying here and there with it, but I think with another couple weeks, a good testing night, we can make this happen.